is this weather? I don't think I've ever seen this weather on this planet before. Maybe it's just nighttime? Or going on nighttime, like sundown? I think I was gonna say something else when I got back, but I don't remember. It's okay, I'm sure it'll come to me. Hey, what are we doing? Back to Vectera maybe? Or into the unknown? We gotta talk to Vlad! Let's go talk to our boy! Where? There. Oh, also, do we like first person or third person for the spaceship?
Got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard.
It's actually I'm ready to let you aboard. Third person for this as well. Yeah, I kind of like getting to see the ship, especially this one because it's so cool.
Let us see how Vladimir is faring.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the Blackest Sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one.
How did we not notice this before?
This one has been in my list of possible artifact sites for a while, but the profile didn't quite match. Now that we've got more artifacts, the similarities are as clear as day.
Well, that doesn't make sense. The artifacts are roughly similar in size.
The ones we found, anyway. No telling what this is, but you can feel that excitement in the air, can't you? It's something important. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open.
And near the anomaly, use my scanner. Got it.
And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
He's so wholesome. Ugh. I think there's a bit of lore over here. Also, this is a pretty cool view of the space station in the Blackest Sea, as Vlad says. Alex Hayes' note. To all my friends and fellow explorers, I'm always with you, out there in the Starfield. Love always, Alex Hay. Wonder what that's about. And why there's like a blocked airlock over here. It's also cool you can see your ship from out here. wonder if this inaccessible area will ever open up. Ooh, eggs. Lots of eggs. I used to hate eggs, but like a couple of years ago, I don't know what
I
changed.
think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
Reminder. Potato tacos on potato tacos! Vlad, honey, why are you eating potato tacos?
Hello.
Let's trade
I
gear.
am happy to help shoulder the load.
Oh shit, she's still carrying a bunch of stuff. I think our cargo hold was full. And then, while we were on Atlantis to add more cargo space. Don't diss the potato tacos. Okay, I'm sorry. To be fair, I've never tried them, so they could actually be really good.
All right then.
What are you doing? Also, welcome in, Nabi. Right, I think we're done here. Shoot. Anyway. You want me to go back to the lodge? Sergeant Yumi. I'm not doing that. Let's go to Procyon A. Check out this anomaly. I feel like this was about where things started to get interesting. Don't need my fedora.
Let us see what wonders of life.
Look for distortions in your field of view. Follow the distortions to the source.
Planet hosts.
That way? Well, that's certainly something. Do you have the fancy snow physics? Nope. That's too bad. At least it does sound good. Yeah, this game, in a lot of ways, is Skyrim in space. In fact, I believe after we go through...
Looking for? It is... I do not have words.
I believe after we go through this part, we'll see even more of how this game is like Skyrim. Some kind of space temple, and there's no gravity in here.
Those rings. Are they moving? They seem to react to us. I do not like the cold. It stiffens the joints, lowers reaction times.
This is no time to be complaining about the cold. This took me so long to figure out the first time. There's these little shiny things that appear. You have to fly through. And they're like really hard to see if you're not actively looking for them. They also disappear pretty quickly. There it is. So the spinning of the rings intensifies each time you fly through one of the glowy things. Where'd it go? Up here now. We almost got it.
That has done it. Look.
There we go. Machine. So this unlocked a new menu, the powers menu at the top. We got a new anti-gravity field power. Let's go ahead and put that down here. equip that. So this generates a field of intense low gravity.
Are you alright? We need to get you back to the lodge. Your abilities are truly amazing.
It's probably useful in combat. Yeah, if you played Skyrim, this probably feels familiar. They're like the dragon temple things or whatever they were called. You go there, interact with them, and then get a new dragonborn power. Alright, back to the lodge.
I do not spend as much time here as some of the others, but I appreciate that I was still given my own room.
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail.
I'm a superhero now. Glad it gave me powers. Powers!
What in the blackest sea are you going on about? What did it do to you?
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
Alright. I'm a space dragonborn.
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
I'm gonna use this everywhere.
Well, I suppose we can't stop you. But I'm joining the Deny Everything to the Public Club for a while.
There are several reasons to restrain yourself.
Wow.
Keeping it quiet is but one, and perhaps not the most important.
Can we find more of them?
Already picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare. And even then, it takes time.
So you can't just find all the temples for the artifacts we already have?
Not all at once. You'll need to take the home voyage after you've found each one. Should hopefully have more potentials for you then.
You think there's one temple for each artifact?
It's a strong theory. Couldn't find that planetary anomaly without the data from the artifact. We'll need one to find the other.
Other planets might have gravitational anomalies. Could I just search for all of them?
You'd still need to cross-reference the artifacts we have with the data from the Eye to pinpoint the source.
I'll follow up on the other anomaly you found. Hopefully it's another temple.
Don't think it's just Fortune's laugh that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one.
We've always considered ourselves explorers. This really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Uncharted? No, this is Starfield. Hi, Sam.
I'm up for a little adventure.
No, nothing new to say? Okay.
Next time.
Not bad.
Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constellation's got the writ of the righteous. Keeps me young.
So, power's pretty neat, right?
Stretches the mind to the far ends. Not sure neat is the word. Heart-stopping might be closer to the mark.
I'm just making light of the situation.
Won't put the fault to you there. When you're outside all-known understanding of how things work, best to keep smiling. Anyway, we'll be with you as we all figure what this means. Artifacts sure keep being a showboat of surprises.
How do you get mixed up with Constellation?
Ever run the scholars on the Centaurus Proclamation? The original treaty that gave every human the right to colonize the stars? Stolen by some fool's joke of a Crimson Fleet rook looking to trade names to Captain. Sight to see pinned above my chair, like the whole settled systems was mine for the taking. Time dances its years forward, and I'd retired. That's when our own Sarah Morgan walks into the tale. Fire in her eyes and her head full of intel I thought I had spent a labor's efforts burying. Of course, I didn't have the Centaurus Proclamation just lounging in my pockets. Belonged to the ship and her new captain in the fleet I had left behind. Tipped your ear long enough, but the short line of it, Sarah and I returned the treaty to the rightful owners, and I decided to hang around, lending old pirate's wisdom to the mission.
You visit the lodge often?
I make the visit when they need me. Don't mind the loner's life most days, and the eye is important work. But I should make the trip more often. Can't let Walter be the only one tending bar there too long. Everyone will forget what a good drink tastes like.
Your artifact search must be a full-time job.
That's why I missed your little welcome party. Got caught up plotting all the data the eye can give us. Wouldn't mind the helper's hand, though. Could speed the process along. Up-to-date planetary scans would help filter all the data I have to sift through. Maybe help to find the anomalous bits. And Constellation can slide a credit or two your way. All part of the mission of charting the stars, right?
Where do I get these scans?
When you're orbiting a planet, your ship's scanners can pick up all sorts of information. Signs of life, resources, structures where they shouldn't be. It all gets downloaded into data you can hand over to anyone who's interested. And Constellation is always more interested than most.
Survey data? I can get that for you.
Then we're hand in hand in agreement. Now, get out there and burn some helium.
I've got some survey data for you.
And the darkness gets lit just a candle more.
Check, I actually don't.
Jaw the words another time, then.
Yes, you need me? Is that it, then?
Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
I've been thinking about that temple I found.
You and me both. The implications are staggering. Obviously, we don't know anything for certain, at least not yet, but there sure seems to be a connection between these temples and the artifacts. So it would follow that someone, or something, built them. Both the temples and the artifacts. That alone is huge, isn't it?
Which one of us wants to say aliens?
You said it, not me. I'll concede it's a possibility, but it's only 1 in a million. As much as we'd like to, we can't jump to conclusions just yet.
This is a huge discovery.
That might end up being the understatement of all time. But really, we can't get ahead of ourselves. We just need to focus on our next steps. More research, documenting our findings, and not jumping to conclusions, no matter how enticing that might be.
These artifacts all came out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation. Take care of yourself.
Alright, that's
I
enough.
hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Actually,
I am at your service, Captain.
nope. Okay.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it?
Get over here real quick. Okay, yeah, it's enough yapping.